A billionaire businessman and his pastoralist partners have launched Supreme Court action against Origin Energy over its plan to explore for gas on the Northern Territory cattle station. Retail magnate Brett Blundy and the co-owners of Amungee Mungee Station are accusing the gas company of not properly consulting with them over environmental risks. They're seeking to stop the Northern Territory government approving test fracking on part of the station, in the first case of its kind in the Territory.
Over a decade, Brett Blundy has invested millions of dollars with northern cattle families into several Northern Territory stations.
To me, 4 or 5 years ago when we made the investment, it was up there in terms of risk-reward.
Some of them, including Amungee Mungee, are at the centre of the gas industry's plans for fracking in the Beetaloo Basin. The station hosted Origin Energy's first test well in 2016. But since the Territory moratorium on fracking was lifted in April, the industry-to-industry relationship has soured.
Gas companies don't have respect. They don't have respect for the landholders.
The Amungee Mungee owners, Brett Blundy and Bullawaddy Pastoral, have now launched Supreme Court action against Origin Energy to try to stop further test fracking. They're trying to force Origin Energy to admit it hasn't carried out legally required stakeholder engagement properly. And they're alleging the gas company didn't give them time to respond to the anticipated environmental risks of fracking. The station's owners are also seeking to prevent the Territory government considering Origin's application.
So I think this is a sign of things to come, and it's really concerning that it's happening within weeks of the approval of the first fracking well.
Origin Energy has told the ABC it has been discussing plans for work on Amungee Station for almost 12 months, and it wants to work constructively to finalise an agreement about access to the property. But the Cattlemen's Association says many pastoralists are concerned.
They're being asked to grant access for a whole series of regulated activities without knowing the full detail of the environmental impacts.
Impacts across a whole range of areas.
There is biosecurity associated to weeds. There is also impacts on infrastructure. There is also impacts on location and also impacts on what water and water access they will use.
Cattlemen are calling on the Territory government to immediately pass laws it promised, which would force gas companies to sign access agreements with pastoralists.
They want to see that in place so that they can actually negotiate with some level of certainty.
The Territory government wouldn't comment on the Amungee Mungee case, but it has responded to the concerns of the region's cattlemen by saying it will pass land access agreement laws by the end of the year. Jane Bardon, ABC News.